An 8-year-old schoolgirl drowned in a bath at Grayston Hall Private Girls' School this afternoon. Police are questioning a 13-year-old schoolgirl.
Police charged the 13-year-old suspect early this evening with murder. She's been remanded in custody for psychiatric evaluation.
A psychiatric report released today has found the teenager fit to stand trial as an adult. The case has attracted enormous public attention and is scheduled to begin in the Supreme Court later this month.
The small timber town of Woodvale seems like a peaceful enough community, but the horrific murder of an innocent 8-year-old schoolgirl by one of Woodvale's children has shocked the nation and divided this rural hamlet.
Piss off, you bastards! Vultures!
Angry scenes this morning as the trial of a Woodvale teenager accused of murdering her classmate at Grayston Hall commenced in the Supreme Court. The 13-year-old has made legal history in the state of Victoria by being the first minor to be tried as an adult. Calls for the reintroduction of capital punishment have been met with outrage by church.
How would you describe the defendant's relationship with the deceased?
Melanie was in the junior school. Christy is...
The defendant?
The defendant is in senior school. We only see the juniors at lunchtime or before school starts, and at the end.
But the defendant did spend some time with the juniors?
Yes. She always wants to be in charge. That's why the senior girls didn't like her. And she'd tell lies. And if you didn't believe her, she'd lose it.
What do you mean by lose it?
You know, get angry and scream at you and say she'd make things happen.
When was the last time that you saw Melanie Cooper before she died?
After lunch, just before we went into class.
And was the defendant present?
Yes. She was whispering something into Melanie's ear.
And when was the next occasion that you saw them?
In the bathroom.
In your own words, Sophie, would you tell the court what you saw?
I saw Christy, the defendant, holding Melanie Cooper's head in the bath.
My daddy's buried here.
So's my daddy.
Mummy says he likes sleeping here because it's quiet.
I'm sure he does.
Ebony.
Bye.
Bye.
How would you describe the defendant as a student, Miss Turnbull?
Academically?
Yes.
Outstanding.
Oh, so. Very intelligent?
Oh, yes, very. But she had social problems.
Just answer the question, then. Would you direct your answers to the jury? And, the deceased?
What do you mean?
Well, would you say she was of normal intelligence?
Objection, Your Honour. The deceased's intelligence is hardly relevant.
Your Honour, I'm just trying to establish that...
Would you hold it right there, please? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, a matter has arisen which I need to discuss with Mr. Parker and Mr. Lippman, so I must ask you to retire for a few minutes. We will call a short adjournment.
All stand, please.
Jane! How are you?
Fine. Liar, liar.
Oh, yes. I've been off the buggers for 6 months, and then this case came up. Your father gave me this. In law books, one finds all the human vices. I think that's what the card said. Oh, he had a wicked sense of humour, your father. And a perverse fascination with making things disappear.
Yes. Now you see him, now you don't.
Take a seat. You okay, Jane? You look a little drawn.
Oh, I'm fine.
Tea? Coffee? A wee whiskey?
Oh, God, no. I'm off alcohol.
Oh, a cruel and unreasonable punishment. You know, you and I are very similar, Jane. No hubbies, no children, wedded to our careers.
Our father's girls.
Exactly. Cheers. Oh. I imagine you've been following this case.
It's been pretty hard to ignore.
Nothing like a gruesome murder to get the media in a lather. And the politicians. Hypocrites. There are more people killed in industrial accidents in any given week than murder victims. But they get on their high horses about something they could actually change for the better, not on your Nelly. Sorry. This case, it's really getting to me. I was wondering if you'd do a psychiatric evaluation of the defendant.
She's already had one.
Correct. But you see, she's sitting there in my courtroom looking like she's a clown. My court's a carnival. Now, it's too late to help the victim, but at least we can make sure that the accused gets the sort of trial we'd all like if we were in her tiny shoes.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
How long will that take you?
Well, it's impossible to say until I've interviewed.
You've got 72 hours, Jane. Find out what makes this girl tick so I can get some sleep. Well, that will make it Thursday, the... I'm sorry. Just realised what today is. Oh. I must have seemed bloody insensitive talking about him like that.
It's the 10th anniversary, that's all.
The initial psychiatric evaluation. And, Jane. Jane. Do me a favour.
Make this short. I want to say... I want the last 2 days.
I can't help feeling Christy's got some deep-seated delusional stuff going on.
You've been dabbling in psychiatry books again, Russ.
Oh, it's a hobby.
No, it's a case of a little knowledge being a dangerous thing.
Prepare to be entertained.
Still out of tune, Paul.
Christy, this is Dr. Jane Halifax.
Hello, Christy.
Hello. I'm not ill, so you must be a doctor of psychiatry.
That's right.
I've already been examined once. I was found fit to stand trial.
Yes, I've read the evaluation. But I don't want to make up my mind based on what other people say. I like to form my own opinion.
Sounds interesting. For both of us.
Right. Now, some people find it difficult to talk to a psychiatrist because they don't know what's considered normal. They think they may shock by something they say. I'm not going to be shocked by anything you say, Christy. So you can tell me anything, even your secrets. Could you state your full name, please?
Christy Claire O'Connor. Claire after the county and island. Irish as Paddy's pig.
Have you got any brothers or sisters?
No. I'm an only child.
Home address?
Grayston Hall, private girls' school. But I won't be going back there, I imagine. My mother's address is 12 Ferngrove Road, Woodvale.
And where does your father live?
Whereabouts unknown.
How did your mother and father get along? And how did your mother and father get along, Christy? What sort of things did they argue about?
I didn't say they argued.
Does your mum have a job?
She works at the sawmill.
And how do you get along with your mum?
How do most mothers and daughters get along, Jane? It's all right if I call you Jane, isn't it?
If it makes you feel more comfortable, yeah.
It does.
Before your father went away, did you have a good relationship with him? You seem to be having trouble talking about your parents, Christy. Now, there could be a lot of reasons for this. Sometimes people find it difficult to talk about painful or private. Look, I know you don't want to be here, Christy, and you're probably wishing that I would just go away. I'm sorry I can't do that.
Your entertainment value. It's better than being stuck in my cell.
Right. Now, in your statement to the police, you said you don't remember taking Melanie Cooper into the bathroom. Do you remember planning to take her there?
A blur. A swirl, that's all I remember.
You know why you're here, don't you? And you knew what you were doing was wrong.
If I can't remember what happened, how can I remember asking myself if it was wrong?
You pleaded not guilty.
It's what Maureen wanted.
Maureen?
My mother. Now it's up to you, Jane. Am I crazy? Or am I just an ordinary, everyday monster?
She shows exceptional intelligence, an IQ of 135. Top 1/10 of the top 1%. Considerable musical ability. Country girl who won a statewide scholarship to a highly academic school. She's ambidextrous, post-pubertal. Christy shows anxiety when talking about her absent father, which could be a reaction to abuse of some sort. She's cognizant of what she's been charged with. When under pressure, has a tendency to shut down. The impression lingers that she's playing some sort of psychological game.
Lights out!
Morning, Christy.
Morning, Jane. I'm at your disposal.
Thought you might like to do some artwork today.
No more questions?
Not right now.
What do you want me to draw?
Anything you like. It's up to you, Christy. I'm not here to make things worse for you. I'm not going to shout or get angry or make you feel bad. The worst that can happen is that I'll write a report that says you were uncooperative. I don't want to do that. It doesn't serve any useful purpose.
Are you married, Jane? Or is me asking questions not appropriate for the psychiatrist-patient relationship?
Appropriate? Well, that depends. And no, I'm not married.
You might get left on the shelf. It's one of my mother's favourite lines. I'm finished. Don't you want to know what it's about?
You're not drawing to please me, Christy, or fulfill my expectations. You're just drawing whatever you feel like.
Doesn't it worry you? Being in a room on your own with me?
No. Should it?
Worries some of the warders. Paul, for one. He looks at me like I'm some sort of dangerous insect in a test tube.
And how do you feel about that?
Angry. Like I want to explode.
Were you angry when you took Melanie into the bathroom?
I'm not angry.
Is it a sort of excitement?
It's not a feeling. It's quiet. It's like a black tunnel. But there's light above. Melanie has to see it too. Want it?
Mm-mm. I hate onion sandwiches. So what's Woodvale like to live in?
It's a weird little town.
Why do you say that?
Bred me, didn't it? Weird town, weird people.
What about your friends there?
Not many of those. They all thought I was weird or a snob or something.
Yeah, it was the same with me. Especially at school. If you're bright, they assume you think you're better than them, when really you're just interested in other things.
Yeah, that's right.
So what do you do after school?
I'll go for walks in the bush.
Anywhere special? I'd look for shells on the beach.
I look for dead bodies.
Really? What sort of bodies?
Animals, of course. I'd be really weird if I looked for human bodies, wouldn't I?
And what would you do with the animals you found?
Hold them in my arms. Sometimes I was still warm. That was the best. Tickety-boo.
Beg your pardon?
Everything will be tickety-boo. That's what my father used to say. It will, you know. He'll come back and get me out of this place. For God's sake, I'm only 13. I should be at home with my parents, like other kids my age. Don't you think?
Finished for the day, Russ?
Found this in Christy's cell.
Just cleaning up and suddenly she collapsed.
Christy, can you hear me? Check her regularly until the doctor gets here, and if it happens again, just take her straight to the sick bay, okay?
Ah, fashionably late.
Sorry. Just been appraising some of Christy O'Connor's artwork.
And?
I need more time. There are indications she may be a borderline personality. In structured situations, they look normal enough, but under pressure, they feel threatened. They're expert at trying to manipulate situations, especially therapists. It's like a game to them.
Ah, what's your poison?
English breakfast tea, thanks.
Chivers, ice, no water. Thank you, Bridget. So, how much longer will it take?
I don't know. Asking the questions is easy. Getting the answers takes longer. She's very intelligent, but she keeps closing down.
We can't talk the specifics of this case unless it's in court. General, that's okay. Like, do you have a theory on why children murder?
Well, for starters, I prefer the word kill. Look, children like adults get angry and frustrated, but unlike adults, they haven't developed the mechanisms to cope. There can be an enormous build-up of pressure which will eventually explode. Christy, sorry, The child often hides from the reasons themselves. And to treat them, the therapist has to get them to abandon their hiding place. But it takes time.
Thanks, Bridget. For that, I could change sexual preference. It's a women's club, Jane. We pay fees so we can say and think all the crude things we like with complete immunity and whilst enjoying an excellent cellar. You should join.
No, I'm not a joiner. Besides, I don't see a whole lot of eligible men about.
Oh, we keep them upstairs in a cupboard for later. Speaking of men, is there someone special in your life at the moment?
No, I'm between disappointments.
Your father used to say how much he was looking forward to grandchildren.
Did you stop with the father thing? It started haunting my dreams. Thought I'd dealt with that years ago.
He loved you very much, Jane.
Yes, well, not enough to confide in me about whatever it was that made him kill himself. Or to even bother to say goodbye.
Isn't that true? The sins of omission last longest and hurt deepest.
She must have nicked the paint when I wasn't looking.
You wear nice perfume, Jane?
What are the handprints in your cell all about, Christy?
That's for me to know and you to analyse, Jane.
You can do better than that.
Maybe it's about my blood flow, Jane. The cusp of womanhood. Maybe that explains why.
Or maybe you're just playing games. Who taught you to play the piano?
My father. But he never had lessons. He has a gift. And I'm like him. Bright as a diamond ring.
Is he kind to you? You don't like talking about your father much, do you? Why is that?
He went away. My mother drove him away with her stupid dullness. But he'll come back. Once he knows what I've done.
Ah, is that why he did it? To get his attention? How long's it been since he left?
It doesn't matter. You're giving me a migraine.
Did he abuse you, Christy?
That would explain everything, wouldn't it, Jane? It would explain why I'm an evil monster. But he didn't abuse me. I was born like this, with this stupid, clever brain that's gotten me in here.
Do you really believe that?
What? That I'm clever?
No, that you're an evil monster.
There's no such thing as evil, is there, Jane? Isn't that what you psychiatrists believe?
After first term, I put her up a grade. She was a long way ahead of her age group.
I imagine a girl that bright and from the bush might have had a bit of trouble fitting in.
Oh, yes, she seemed to go out of her way to be naughty.
Did you want to use another term?
Yes, I wanted to say perverse, but it's not a word I like to use to describe a child. She encouraged the junior girls to misbehave. Nothing very serious, but...
What, she bullied them?
No, on the contrary, she was very protective of them, especially Melanie. Just doesn't make sense.
Did Christy have many friends besides you?
None. That's why she hung around with the junior girls. I wasn't even a friend, I just felt a bit sorry for her.
In the days before Melanie died, was there anything unusual about Christy's behaviour?
She was always weird.
In what way?
Well, there was the time when one of the girls stole the bulb out of her lamp. Christy went ballistic and put a dead mouse in her sock drawer.
And why did this person take the light bulb?
Because Christy was scared of the dark. She couldn't go to sleep and would wet the bed.
Mrs. O'Connor?
Yeah?
Hi, I'm Jane Halifax. We spoke last night.
Yeah.
Shall we? Eggs Benedict, thanks.
Toast and jam.
Sourdough, multigrain, whole wheat.
White.
And a strong latte.
Tea. Nice ass for a stuck-up prick.
So, when was the last time you saw Christy before she was arrested?
Not since the start of school term. She didn't want to come back to Woodvale much. She wanted to stay at school with all her friends.
Tell me, does Christy have a history of fits or seizures, Mrs. O'Connor?
Nah. Migraine sometimes.
Does anyone in the family suffer from epilepsy?
Not on my side.
What about her father's?
They all live in Ireland.
One of Christy's school friends says that she's afraid of the dark, that she used to wet the bed when the lights went out.
She's a kid. All kids are afraid of the dark. Do you think you can help her?
Look, I can only tell the court what I find, which at the moment is not much. The last few months must have been very difficult for you.
Yeah. People can be cruel. The television people poking around the town and banging on my door and calling her a monster.
You must have had her when you were quite young.
18? That's not young in Woodvale.
Was it hard bringing her up without her father?
I managed. But it was hard for her, being, you know, bright.
Very bright.
Yeah. Didn't do her much good, did it? I shouldn't have listened to him. She needs special attention and opportunities, they said. She should go to a special school. Everyone thinks they know better than me when they don't. I'm her mother. I told them she should stay in Woodvale. She could have worked in the bank, except they closed that down.
Christy could do any job she chose to.
Oh, yeah, that's what everyone said. And all she really needed was a mother and a home. What's wrong with sugar bowls?
Christy seems convinced that her father's just going to turn up and save her.
He's never coming back.
Have you been in contact with him?
Yeah, he rang. A couple of years ago. I can't tell Christy that. It'll destroy her. I did everything I could to give her what she needed, but...
I'm sure you did.
The doctor seems nice. But she asks a lot of questions.
She's a psychiatrist. That's what they do.
Are you helping her?
It's better than sitting in my cell all day.
What sort of questions does she ask?
About me. You. Dad.
What do you tell her?
Whatever I want.
You had some sort of fit. You've never had a fit before.
Let me handle this, Maureen. It's a complicated game with complicated rules.
You're my daughter. I worry about you. I worry about you going to jail.
I killed someone. That usually means you go to jail.
Why couldn't you be like everybody else? You always have to show off or be smart or something. And look where it's got you. You think you're better than everyone else. Well, you're not. And this business proves it. Why couldn't you just be normal?
Like you mean? Stupid.
Well, at least I never caused trouble for people.
You mean for you?
Don't keep telling me what I mean. You don't have to live in Woodvale and go to the supermarket and know the people are staring and whispering. No. You've only got to think of yourself and what you want to do. It's always been the same. And why don't you wash that awful hair of yours? You're just like your father. Sloppy.
I think it's probably time to go, Mrs. O'Connor.
You help the doctor, huh? It's a good girl. I could have caught the train.
No, it's fine. I wanted to see Woodvale, get a sense of where Christy grew up. Christy tells me she used to live at the pub when she was younger.
Yeah, I was the barmaid. We had to move out when Sean pissed off on us.
If you don't mind my asking, why did your husband leave?
It's just him. He's a drifter.
And that was 4 years ago?
Yeah.
Christy doesn't seem to like talking about him much.
She took it pretty hard.
And you?
What do you think?
Has he ever been back?
No.
Have you had any other relationships since?
Let's get one thing straight. My personal life isn't on trial, is it?
Watch that kind of stuff and not be affected.
Thanks for that, Jim. Now, Mary from Bellicamp.
Barry, I agree with the previous caller, but I also think some people shouldn't be allowed to have kids. I mean, if they can't teach them right from wrong, it all starts...
You want some?
No, thanks.
Hey, you see that? Bloody bastards!
Would you mind if I had a look in Christy's room?
Why?
Well, it just might help.
Sorry, it's a bit of a mess.
Christy's room's down the end of the hall on the left. Do you reckon you'd give me a lift to the mill?
Yeah, sure.
Store, you bastards!
Just want to ask a few questions, Bruce.
Piss off! I'm sick of you lot bad-mouthing us now. Don't come in here again, or I'll have you.
Thanks for your help, mate. Jane Halifax.
Steve Sullivan. Should have known you'd be down here.
Nasty business.
It is.
Yeah, you working on the case then?
I'm here on court business and you're obstructing me in my duties.
You know, I like it when you go all official on me.
Give it up, Steve.
Just a chat, you know, off the record,
No
of course.
chance.
Staying at the Mountain View Motel. We could have dinner.
Or we could not have dinner, not swap any research and maintain the mystery.
Oi! I've already spoken to you, sir. And I don't know who you are, but here's the same message. Leave people alone.
I'm Jane Halifax, a court appointee in the Christy O'Connor case.
Dr. Jane Halifax.
Welcome to Woodvale, Doctor. Friendliest town in the state. Oh, the whole town's sick of this media circus. Every time you step out the door, there's a camera in your face. The public's right to know. Bollocks. Excuse me. What about the public's right to privacy? Cheers.
So, what can you tell me about Christy O'Connor?
Well, she's an original, no doubt about that. You know, being so bright. And she can be a smart-ass.
Did she ever give you any trouble?
Well, there was the fire incident and some petty theft from the general store.
Fire?
Yeah, she tried to burn down part of the school.
How long ago was that?
About 3 to 3.5 years.
Was that after her father left?
Yeah, I think it was.
And what was her father like?
Sean O'Connor, that man would rather fight than eat.
Was he ever violent to Maureen or Christy?
He adored Christy. They were like two peas in a pod when it comes to intelligence.
Tell me, has Maureen had any other relationships? Well, it's just I noticed a couple of wine glasses on her coffee table.
Very observant, Doctor. My philosophy's always been what people get up to in their bedrooms or the back seats of their cars is their own business.
Hello? Dr. Wallace? Hello?
Can I help you?
Oh, Dr. Wallace.
One and the same. Oh, excuse the vet's gone down with gout and I'm putting a Kelpie back together.
I'm Dr. Jane Halifax. I've been appointed by the judge in the Christy O'Connor case to do a psychiatric evaluation. I was wondering if I could talk to you.
You must. Yeah, I'll just finish up with them. Are you up for a bit of fresh air, Dr. Halifax? I've lived here for 40 years. 40 years. I've birthed them, mended them, and buried them. Enough lopped off fingers to fill a 44-gallon drum.
Thanks.
Ham and pickle. The secret to my long life and wrinkle-free complexion. Pretty much nothing surprises me anymore. But Christy managed to do it.
So you've known her since...
I brought her into the world. You will have discovered she's extremely bright. And that can be a terrible burden. We used to come up here together. We'd talk about all sorts of things. Life and death, good and evil, music. I taught her a bit of piano.
She told me her father taught her the piano.
No. Sean was a smart man, but he was the only Irishman in history who couldn't hold a tune.
I'm looking for anything in her past that can help me get a fix on why she did what she did. Psychological trauma, troubled childhood. Does she have a history of epilepsy?
No, nothing like that. She does suffer with migraines, poor kid. Sometimes she had to stay away from school for days.
Do you have any idea why she tried to burn down the school?
I'm not a psychiatrist, Doctor. I'm a GP. The body I'm comfortable with. The mind I leave to experts like you.
What about physical abuse?
No. Sean thought the sun shone out of Christy.
And Maureen?
Well, in a town this small, you hear stories. But I never treated her for anything suspicious.
No, I mean, do you think Maureen abused Christy?
It must be very frustrating having a child like that. But physical abuse, no.
Psychological abuse?
Parent and child. The most complex relationship in our lives. Wouldn't you say, Doctor?
some tea with Constable Plod. I have got some titillating gossip on him if you're interested. Lemon squash. Little towns like this are fascinating, don't you reckon? I mean, you start sniffing around, turning over a few rocks, and all manner of life wriggles out.
I've got nothing for you.
I've read the police report. I mean, hello, she's no Snow White.
No.
No. And?
I've got nothing for you.
You know how long it takes to drown someone? I mean, that little kid would have been struggling like crazy for her life while this hand is pushing and pushing.
I don't need a visual, thanks.
I mean, how cold-blooded would you have to be to do that?
Well, I'm not going to make any judgments until I know the full story. And as a journalist, neither should you.
How about we make a deal?
Oh.
I mean, come on. She did it, you know? Everyone knows that. There's no story there. The real story is why children kill. Well, after the verdict, what say you let me interview you on the subject?
I'll see how I feel then, all right?
I'll tell you something else that doesn't make sense. Sean O'Connor bolts out of town 3 weeks after buying a plot of land. Even started building a house.
Where?
6 kilometres out of town, Williamsburg Road.
How do you know that?
I'm an investigative journalist, Jane. That's what I do. Where are you going?
To have a look.
Hey, hang on a second. Quid pro quo?
All right. I'll tell you one thing. You talk too much, buddy. And the walls have ears.
Fancy car, expensive tyres.
Do you mind?
You stick around, they might be slashed.
Well, I'm trying to leave. Hey, take it easy, all right?
You be sure to tell them where you're going. We don't want any more visitors, okay?
Fine.
Oi! What are you going on about, Bluey? Get off the car, Phil. Let the lady through.
Whose side are you on, Jack?
This doesn't help anyone, Bluey. Especially the town's reputation. Go on. Give the bar and a ticket, I'll set your pot. Jack Conway. Dr. Halifax, I presume?
That's right. Thanks.
Maureen told me you were here. Yeah, sorry about all this. It's just the town's a bit fed up with all the attention, as you can imagine.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, good. Well, have a safe trip home. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Go on, you blokes. You want a beer or not?
Lights out!
Hi, darling, it's me, Mum. I didn't get a call yesterday. I guess you must be busy, as usual. I hope you remembered what day it was on Monday. Did you visit the cemetery? I would have come up, but I've had a cold forever, it seems. Anyway, perhaps you could give me a call when you come in. Just to let me know you're okay.
Jane, hi, it's Erica. I was hoping to catch up. Thought we might have a drink. Well, it can wait. Hope all went well up in Woodvale. Yes, well, I'll see you soon.
That fit you threw the other day was a put-on, wasn't it? I want the truth from you, Christy, otherwise I can't help you. Do you understand? I'm not here to judge you. Tell me about the fire you started at your school in Woodvale.
What about it?
Why?
Why not? Wouldn't you burn down your school if you had the chance? Because I hate them.
Who?
The students, the teachers, all of them.
Why do you hate them?
Because they're stupid.
I don't believe you. I think there's another reason. What do you miss most about your father? Piano lessons?
Yes.
Except he didn't teach you the piano, did he? Dr. Wallace did. Did you know your father had started building a house before he left?
Of course. It was going to be our palace. A big room for me and another one for Dad.
What about Maureen?
No. She's not allowed there. Just Dad and me.
You miss your dad a lot, don't you?
Well, that's normal, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And it's okay to admit it.
You close to your father, Jane?
My father died.
How?
He shot himself.
Do you miss him?
Very much.
I want my father to come back. I miss him all the time.
I'm convinced Christy has an antisocial personality disorder. She presents with symptoms of a grandiose sense of her own power. Deceit verging on pathological lying, a cold manipulative quality, arson.
Arson?
She tried to burn down the school in her hometown.
So why didn't your colleague who passed her fit-to-stand trial spot this...
Antisocial personality disorder. Well, there are some psychiatrists who'd like to banish those with APD from the realms of medicine.
Oh, yes, and consign them as social deviants to the police and the justice system.
Exactly. They think that unlike other psychiatric patients, those with APD don't suffer, they make other people suffer.
Does this mean she's mentally ill?
No, it's not a mental disease, it's a condition.
Is it curable?
It's treatable.
But it's controversial in your field.
Yes. Look, I'm convinced that something has happened in Christy's past to make her think she's evil. It's probably connected with why she killed.
Allegedly killed.
Allegedly killed. I want to take her back to Woodvale. I really think that that may be where her problem started. The familiar surroundings might unlock some memories.
Might, so you're not certain?
No.
Ooh, Jane. Jane. You better be right about this. I'll have to run it past the Crown first, though.
What?
Nothing. Nothing. It can wait.
Put him away.
She's a murder suspect.
She's a kid.
Well, if she escapes, it's on your head.
Yeah, that's right, it is.
Christy, this is Detective Sergeant Blair and Detective Kaczynski.
Hello.
Hello, Christy. You can call me Roger. Let's get going.
I don't want to go back there.
Why not?
Nobody likes me there, and now they're going to hate me.
I'll be with you the whole time, Christy, I promise. Okay?
Detective Kaczynski,
What?
you're snoring.
I am not. I'm just tired. I haven't been sleeping well lately.
Either have I. But I've got an excuse.
I spy with my little eyes something beginning with
GD.
inside or out.
Inside.
Give up.
Grumpy detective.
Ha ha.
Alrighty, Doctor, you're in 4, I'm in 6. Kaczynski, you're in 2 with Christy over there.
I hate it here. Gives me the creeps.
Why's that?
Just does. Makes me feel I'm being crushed.
By what?
I don't know. Nobody hates me.
Your mother's here, she doesn't hate you.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
I'm hoping the familiar surroundings will give me some clue.
Is she going to be following me all the time?
Everywhere you go.
Why can't I stay with you?
You're still in custody, Christy. It's for your protection too.
Maureen?
Hello, love. Like I told you on the phone, I don't reckon it's a good idea bringing her back here. It's just going to stir everyone up.
I thought it might help open her up about the past.
Dr. Halifax.
Mr. Conway,
Hello, Christy.
I'd like to take Christy to your home, and I'd appreciate it if you'd come along.
Of course. Take the afternoon off, Maureen. You should be with Christy.
Are you sure?
Of course, I'm sure, love.
I'll get my coat.
Let's start in the bedroom, shall we, Christy?
Any chance of a cuppa, Mrs. O'Connor?
Yeah.
If you could take one thing from this room, Christy, what would it be?
My coasters. Where are they? Where are my coasters?
I put them away.
Give them to me, they're mine!
Please.
You bitch!
Don't call me that, I am your mother!
You're too stupid to be my mother.
You see? You see what she's like? You see what I have to put up with?
I just want to kill you!
Christy, that's enough. Could you take her to the car, please?
See what she's like.
Are you in a relationship with Jack Conway?
That's none of your bloody business.
Well, it is and it isn't. Look, I don't care if you are. But I need to know about anyone who's come into sustained contact with Christy.
You don't understand what it's like to have a kid like Christy. Oh, what opportunities could I give her? I had nothing. Not even a husband. It's all right for you. You've got an education. All I've got is my body, so I used it to support us. Is that a crime?
No, it's not.
Jack Conway gave me money and a job, and I took it. For her. For all the books she wanted, for the piano, for decent furniture like I never had. Christy would never see that. She used to love me once.
All right, Jane. Where are you taking me now?
Get out of Woodvale! You don't belong here!
Get away from the car, you lot.
Are you
Step away.
Hey! Move on! Now! Or someone gets arrested. Move!
I shouldn't have brought her back. It's just going to stir things up again.
Need your assistance, mate? We've got to clear the bar.
Oh, bloody hell. Bloody fish. Get some takeaways, coppers.
Christy, why don't you show me where you used to live? Christy? Didn't you live up there with your mum and dad?
I want to go home.
Yeah, I know you do, sweetheart, but I need you to help me. Did something happen to you when you lived here? Christy, I want to understand what you're so afraid of. Do you trust me?
I don't want to go up there, please.
It's okay. What is it, Christy? Was that your room? It's okay.
Stop!
Are you listening? Do you
I killed him. I killed my father. I killed him. Oh my
She thinks she killed her father. That she hit him with a bat and he fell down the stairs. Is that what happened?
Yes. Well, not exactly. He fell, but he wasn't dead. She did it to protect me. He was unconscious, but he came round. And in the morning, he was gone. Christy knows that. He sent her the beer coaster. She made such a fuss of it.
So why would she think she killed him then?
I don't know. You think I understand her? Sometimes she makes things up.
Look, Maureen, I've been out to the land that Sean bought 3 weeks before he left. He was going to build a house. That doesn't sound like a man who wasn't planning on sticking around.
Sean was a bastard. Maybe he felt guilty about that. Oh, I don't know. Never made sense to me. Where's Christy now?
She's back at the motel. I've sedated her. She was pretty upset.
Injuries to Sean O'Connor? Not likely. I treated plenty of his victims, though. For a while there, I seemed to do little else.
Well, perhaps injuries from a fall.
No. But when he got on the grog, which was often, like everyone else in Woodvale, I wasn't unhappy to see him go.
Everyone except Christy.
Yeah.
She's gone.
What do you mean she's gone?
I only went to the office to get some milk.
Shit. Have you checked the rest of the motel?
She's gone.
You are an idiot, Kaczynski.
I wanted to keep the little cow in hand because you wanted to play happy families.
Shut up, you two. Let's check Maureen's.
All right, I'll get on to local cop. We're going to need some help.
You'd be better off back at the house, Maureen, in case she turns up there.
She's right, Moores. I'll drive you home. Don't worry, love. We'll find her.
The bushland is sectioned into a grid. If we split up a search party into 4 groups, we should be able to cover the entire area before nightfall.
What about the transport out of town?
I've put the bus company on alert. Well, she'd have to get a lift to Marysvale to catch the train.
Any chance of getting a police chopper down here?
Getting colder, there's a risk of hypothermia. What was she wearing, do you know?
Kaczynski, what was she wearing?
I don't know. She was sleeping.
You don't know much, do you?
I just follow orders, Detective Sergeant.
Give it a rest, you two, all right?
All right, come on, we'll go up through this section here. Christy! We're not gonna hurt you!
I might.
Any luck?
Nothing.
Looked like you could do with a drink.
You look like you've come here to bollock me out.
Yes, well, I would very much like to blame you, Jane, but since I'm the one who sanctioned this mess... Same again. You and I are going to be dismembered by the media. You know that, don't you?
Yeah, well, that's the least of my concerns. It's Christy I'm worried about.
Right.
There's more bad news.
Oh, wonderful.
She thinks she killed her father. It doesn't make sense. None of it does. I don't think she's lying, but I don't think she's telling the truth either.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. Yes, well, you can have a bob each way, Jane. You're a psychiatrist, but I have to make a decision.
I think her mother's covering something up. Something to do with Christy and her dad.
Like mother, like daughter, you mean?
No, kids lie to give sense to their value system. Adults, they lie to avoid the truth.
That's very simplistic, Jane. Sometimes adults have to lie in order to protect children.
Where did that come from?
Your father and I were lovers for almost 7 years.
What?
Right up to his suicide.
And you're choosing to tell me this now?
Well, there was never going to be a good time, Jane. I wanted to tell you before.
I don't want to hear this.
I understand you're...
Listen, there's a 13-year-old girl out there who's lost. This is not the time.
Have you found her?
No.
Well, she'll be all right, won't she?
Well, that depends a lot on you, Maureen. Now, I need you to be completely honest with me. Are you sure Christy did not see her father again after he'd fallen down the stairs?
Yes.
Right, so as far as that little girl's concerned, the last thing she saw was the person she loved most in the world lying at the bottom of the stairs after she hit him. Of course she thinks she killed him.
No, there's the beer coasters.
No, that is not enough, Maureen. She can't console herself. She needs to hear from him to know that he's alive.
I don't know where he is.
But you said you spoke to him.
That was years ago.
Well, someone's got to know where he is.
Okay, I'll give it a try.
I'll be in touch.
Christy! Christy, it's Jane! Please, Christy! No one's gonna hurt you! Christy, we just want to make sure you're safe!
Christy!
I want my dad.
She don't upset Maureen.
She'll be all right.
Physically, yes. Come on, Christy. Okay. Everything's okay. All right.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean this. I thought it was best. I didn't want her to think she'd killed him. I didn't want her taking her away to a home or something. She didn't mean to kill him.
Maureen.
No, I've got to tell someone. I've got to help her.
Maureen.
I prefer it if you stepped away.
Oh, come on, she's upset.
Sergeant.
Come on, Jack.
Oh, look, I just want...
This has got nothing to do with you.
He was dead at the bottom of the stairs. She was hysterical. I panicked. I took his body to the quarry and I tied some old chains around him and dropped him in the water. I thought no one would ever know.
And what did you tell Christy?
I said he'd gone away. I got Jack to send coasters when he travelled on business, like they were from Sean, and she believed them. I thought I was protecting her. I didn't mean to hurt her like this. I never meant for all this to happen.
Christy. Christy, you hit your father not because you wanted to hurt him, because you wanted to stop him hurting your mother.
No. I'm evil.
Why do you say that? Most of us would have done the same thing. You were 9 years old. Children do things because they feel they have to. They don't reason out the consequences. You didn't understand things like you do now. You don't hate rabbits or mice, do you?
No. I love them.
And you didn't hate Melanie Cooper either. But there's a part of loving things that makes you want to destroy them. Because you think you're evil. You have to do these things though they make sense to you. But you're not evil, Christy. You never were. Do you understand me? Please believe me.
Over here.
Wasn't a softball bat that caused this.
Looks like a 22 at close range, I reckon.
Maureen didn't do that. She wouldn't shoot him and blame Christy.
Well, if she didn't, who did?
Someone she's protecting.
G'day. Jack. What can I do for you, Nev?
Well, we've got a few questions for you regarding the death of Sean O'Connor.
Maureen's story doesn't add up, Jack.
Oh, yeah, well, she's never been too bright.
Or big enough to dispose of a body by herself. Not to mention the fact that she doesn't drive.
And you'd think I've got something to do with this. Come on, Nev, you know me. I'm not that stupid.
Mr. Conway, we can do this the hard way, or you can tell us what happened.
The only thing I'll be telling you is to get your fat backside off my property.
Jack, we've retrieved Sean's body. There's a bullet hole in the skull.
Well, I'm not surprised.
It's not going to be hard to match the bullet hole with the gun.
Come on, Jack, it's all over, mate.
Yeah. Maureen rang me. She was barking about Christy killing her father. You know, she didn't want to go to jail. I did her a favour. I took the body to the quarry. I dumped it. Oh, Jesus, Nev. You know what a bastard he was? He was a bully and a wife beater. And there's no one around here who's unhappy to see him go.
And the bullet hole?
Yeah, well, he was as good as dead. I did him a favour.
And where was Christy while you were being so compassionate?
Yeah, I went back to the pub. Maureen was in a right old state. Christy had bolted.
Christy! Christy! Something terrible happened. Christy, no one needs to know. We all stick together. And no one breathes a word. We can protect you. Christy, I know you're in here somewhere. Come out and let's talk. Christy, if the truth gets out, your mum's going to jail. And they're going to put you in a home. All alone. The rest of your life. Nobody wants that, Christy. Nobody wants to know about this evil thing.
It was evil, Christy. It was evil, Christy.
Although the defendant presents as a highly intelligent 13-year-old girl, on that tragic day at school, she was fulfilling her own self-image, that of an evil child. To validate her belief in her own evilness, Christy killed a young girl. Now, she told the police it was to get Melanie Cooper's gold bangle, but that wasn't the reason. Melanie Cooper was the only girl at the school who was nice to Christy. And so, like her father, and her rabbits and her mice, she had to destroy the things she loved. We cannot bring the victim back to life, and that is a tragedy. But we can, with ongoing, patient psychological intervention, prevent another tragedy taking place by perhaps healing the defendant. It's easy to rush to judgment when terrible crimes are committed by children. But we always have to remember that children look to us as adults, especially their parents, for guidance on how to deal with life's frustrations.
Come in. Ah, Jane. Sit. No argument. You look like you need it. Thanks for that. Satisfied with the result?
Well, the best result on offer was had.
Held in a psychiatric institution at the governor's pleasure means that Christy will get all the treatment she needs, and one day she will be released.
Back into her mother's custody, no doubt.
Oh, yes, parents. The only opportunity your average Jack or Jill has to play God. No qualifications needed.
Yep.
Do you hate me?
Why would I hate you?
Your father left a lot of unanswered questions.
Yeah, and I hate him for that.
I knew he was married. I knew he adored you. But I just wanted a part of him. Everybody did. And so I lied to myself, and I lied to your mother. And of course, I lied to you. What if I was the reason, Jane? If it was because he couldn't decide?
Between you and my mother.
And so he ended his life. You see, that haunts me, too.
And I've been blaming myself all these years. Tell me, did you supply the gun as well? Erica, I didn't kill Dad, and neither did you. Your ego notwithstanding. Whatever the reason he chose to do it, it was exactly that. His choice. Not yours and not mine.
A toast to
fathers, daughters, and adulterous bitches.
Oh, steady on. Oh, all right.